Why is it that you can't? England's not doing well financially.
Right.
Can't you get you call them your mates? They're friends.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the world, they call them mates.
Sure.
Get a couple of dozen of your mates and go down to that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
To what end?
It's money.
Right.
And here you're kind of I don't know if you're a punk rock kind of a guy or what you are, but you don't seem to have much use for authority. Now, Egypt has the Egypt Spring, and they're like, we got to get rid of this guy. He owns half the money in the country. I mean, right? Let's get together on Facebook and we'll storm the palace. I feel in England, the people here in this room could get in there and take. The Queen has all the money.
She's got a lot of money, hasn't she?
She's the richest woman in the world.
Are you an old sea captain? What is this shtick that you... Are you drunk on rum? We were talking outside about why you never guest hosted for some of the... Now I'm beginning to realise. But, it's what's weird is you're not even drunk. And yet it's the illusion of it is extraordinary. Have you had a stroke? Or have you had a breakdown? It's a breakdown. You just had just a little light breakdown on the way in the car. Because I'm pretty sure I've watched some of these other editions of the show, and I'm pleased to see that I've broken from the rule of only having white blokes on the show, which seems to be you only have white men and Roseanne
because it's supposed to be a comedy.
Right. But it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. It's allegedly.
And then when I see your stand-up periodically, I go out. Well, God rest his soul, Norm. But remember, you and I and Norm recently.
Oh,
that was the last time I saw Norm.
That for sure. Yeah, I mean, maybe me too, because he wouldn't during Corona, he didn't say what was going on. So he just say, I can meet in a week. And I go, all right, we'll go to this restaurant. Outside? I go, no, I mean, you can come to my house.
There.
But we did this fucking gig, me and Dennis in Oklahoma.
You guys played that big giant casino in Oklahoma?
Yeah, right up an hour south of TriStar.
Yeah.
I think it's
Did we
TriStar.
Take a plane or something?
Yeah,
all of us
we
together?
just laughed. So
can you imagine us three idiots?
Oh, yeah, you guys took, Norm, I remember you guys talking about this.
So listen, I had a headache, Dennis, right? So my neck was all fucked up as per usual. So we're driving over there, and Norm goes, do you want anything? And he's clutching like a falcon. He's got like some prescription bottle. I go, oh, I think I'm all right. And he goes, do you want fentanyl? I go, fentanyl? And
very Norm.
I go, isn't that the one everyone ODs on? He goes, yeah, but you just dose. You don't overdose. I go, oh, okay. I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Was he kidding, or
I don't
was
know.
it real?
That
you can't tell with
Norm was like Andy Kaufman if he could have written jokes. You know, it wasn't all, unless I loved Andy, but it was theater pieces. Norm was like that, but he had such
weirdo with
agile
jokes.
You know, the first time I heard about Norm was I was doing HBO. No, I had a talk show that was syndicated.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody said that there was a new kid from Canada, and they had glimpsed him at the Improv. And I said, well, he said, his name's Norm MacDonald. I think it was Eddie Feldman told me this. And I said, well, tell me, what's he like? And he said, I just remember one joke. Remember, you used to do that great joke about, I feel sorry for the homeless guy, but I really feel sorry for the homeless guy's dog, because, you know, the dog's thinking, this is the longest fucking walk. I mean, do we go in anywhere? Because I could do this on my own. I laughed so hard at that joke.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a better person now. You ever try to do that? I give a guy some money out there, a homeless guy in the street, and this is a kind of odd thing. He had a dog with him. You ever see this? He's a homeless guy, but he's got a dog. Isn't that kind of odd there? Guy got no home. You know, but he's got a dog. And the dog's really thrilled with this idea, you know. Dog's going, hey, pal, I can do this by myself very well here, you know. With the longest walk in the world you got me on here. What the hell? What the hell kind of a thing? What the deuce?
But
one of his best
I say,
ones.
well, see if he wants a gig if he's new in town. So they call Norm, and you know how they always say, put together a packet. And this made me laugh. This is the midwife joke that makes me laugh. And he says, Norm says he won't do packets. And that word sounds so,
It's so
it
funny.
sounds grim, like you're a taskmaster when you say, I want a packet of jokes. He said, but I'll send one joke and you can make a determination. So he said, remember the joke he did about Dahmer, where he essentially reads the UPI wire copy of the Jeffrey Dahmer trial, and it's so I mean, it could not be grimmer. It's like Hieronymus Bosch sort of, and he disemboweled the young boy and ate the entry of it, you know, all that stuff. And it gets to the end of the joke, and Norm says, in his defense, Dahmer said he started it. It's
So,
such a Norm.
hire him on the spot.
Hired him on the spot.
Yeah.
Serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer was attacked and killed by another inmate this week. Just before the fight, Dahmer threatened, "Hey, don't mess with me, pal. I used to eat guys like you for breakfast."
You know, I went to a tennis match in Indian Wells,
Yeah.
and I saw Rafael Nadal play. He's my favorite.
Rafael Nadal. Explain to the folks who Rafael Nadal
Oh my
is.
God! Oh my God!
No, of course, Rafael
Yes,
Nadal. I'll
but-
explain.
okay.
Rafael Nadal is a tennis player, only 26, but seemingly beyond his
player.
prime.
Great player.
Abs like,
Great player. But here's the thing.
You like his
Every
abs?
single
You seen his
time
abs?
he serves and returns, he picks his underwear out of his ass.
he does?
Yes.
I've never heard that.
There's a
I've never
video
seen
of it.
that.
Show it. I
There's
brought
a
it.
video of that?
Yes, I brought it.
Well, how could that?
Can we roll that off the schneid?
What?
It's too much bread and butter.
You can't do that in public.
This man is a genius.
That's all he does.
What if he was a dentist? Hello.
Oh!
Hello.
Oh, I smelled it.
my
Oh, what was that all
God.
about?
You know what I was thinking though?
Do you remember the girl that got stabbed?
Know that in this day, nobody's gonna change. You won't ever leave. On my mind again, I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I might act okay, say things will stay the same. Say I'm not.
Well, another Thanksgiving has come and gone, and I thought it would be a good idea this year for me and my mother to say what we were thankful for. This is my mother, Fern. Now, we've written them down on index cards, what we're most thankful for. Should I begin?
You can just start.
I am thankful for the opportunity to do stand-up comedy for a living. Why, there is nothing more gratifying than to step out on a stage before a quiet crowd and through my comedy, turn them into an unruly mob.
I am thankful for the brave man who pulled me from a burning building last week and sadly perished. In the process, I'll never forget him. I don't remember his name, but I think he had a mustache.
I am thankful for women, the greatest creatures on earth, because without women, there would be no cookies.
I am thankful for the kindly ladies who live across the country and leave pies on their windowsills. So an old chunk of coal like me have a bite to eat from time to time. I am thankful for the troops, except for that one guy. I am thankful for all of my grandchildren, especially the ones I like. I am thankful for the fine young men and women of the LAPD, along with the Burbank Police Department, who joined forces this year and finally solved the baffling murder of Bob Hope. And finally, I am thankful for friends without which it would be a cold and dark place. Yes, friends especially like ones where Joey gets Chandler a duck. The end. I hope everybody had a really happy Thanksgiving.
Why are you going high? Push me to the side. Just keep going on and I ain't getting tired. Yeah, you try to crucify all the good inside. You go and call 911.
The last one. Okay. I went to the doctor the other day, and he told me, you are what you eat. So I ate a bowl of Count Chocula. I went home and became a Dracula! Oh, good Lord!
Excellent.
That's enough nonsense for one day. I'll write it all down and hold it out here. I'll have somebody. And that's what I need. If you're going to do all these, I need a person with a. What do they call them? A what?
Cue card.
A cue card. That's it. I need somebody with cue cards. Don't you think?
I think it's a little early to be a diva.
I think it's too late to be a diva. Have fun.
Barbara Walters is planning to announce her retirement. What's next for Babs? Death.
The old Norm MacDonald is back.
Hey, Barbara Walters is retiring.
I can understand why Barbara Walters is retiring. It must be exhausting occasionally appearing on The View.
Right? We're fucking going on the road doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
doing our shit acts. Not you. Your act's good.
It's pretty shitty.
But she gets to sit there
and just fucking talk.
Yeah, just yap.
The fuck?
You ever been on that show?
I've been on it so many times.
You know, I'm against. Barbara Walters never listens to me. I have to talk to Sherry Shepard. Fortunately, we share views on dinosaurs. But I can never get that lady, the old lady.
Like The View.
How do you have a person on a show that believes the Earth is flat and men lived with dinosaurs, and you keep them on the show?
But
come on.
What's your dream view?
You mean
the show, The View? Yeah.
The
Who
guests?
would you, what 4 or 5 ladies would you want in there?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Susan Yeagley. That's your wife. He doesn't even recognize her name. It's your betrothed.
Betrothed. No, I recognize her name.
No, I would like to see. Who do I like on that show?
That's good coffee.
Joy Behar reminds me. You know what? You know how old Joy Behar is?
Well, I don't think she wants you to tell everybody.
It's in her Wikipedia.
Oh, she's, I think, a lot older than I thought.
70.
Yeah.
That sounds,
she looks great.
That sounds about right to me.
70?
No, I didn't think of her as 70.
Jesus Christ Almighty! When did she break? 50?
I like her.
I like her too. She reminds me. She reminds me of like your old aunt or something.
Yeah.
With her funny opinions. You know what I mean? The View is a bunch of fucking. What kind of henhouse horse shit is that?
Oh, I saw one in the bathroom. I went to use the bathroom.
Oh, I threw some in the garbage. Don't tell people that.
That you threw all the racist ones away. And then one other one that was about The View, because it was.
Did you go through the garbage and find the old joke?
When there's a joke, it was in the garbage, and there was one.
Yeah.
I just went. It was clean. It was sitting on top of paper towels. So I pulled it out. I read it, and then there was another one. I'm like, well, there's another one, and another one. There was like about 4 jokes. The one I remember was The View.
Wait! I don't want to do View jokes because if you start a battle with Joy Behar, you're not going to win. No, you'll win easily. But read this one. read this one. Read this joke.
I will, but why did you throw the one about the view away? That was the one I'm like, well, this one's kind of, it made me laugh. And I'm like, well, I wonder why. I didn't know you
Because
threw
our
them out.
standards are so high that even that one didn't make it.
You didn't think it was funny?
I thought it was very funny, but not funny enough for Andy Dick.
It's pretty funny.
We're going
Plus,
to
I
save it
know
for next week for Big Fat Bruce Valanche.
you're allowed to say that because you're fat.
that.
He's allowed to.
No, I'm a fat guy like him.
So he's allowed to. Like, you probably are afraid of Joy Behar, aren't you?
Who wouldn't be?
She's a little bit of a firecracker.
Terrifying.
She's funny.
Yeah. She reminds me of like your aunt that tells jokes at the fucking Thanksgiving.
I'm
table.
gonna go get that joke because I
Oh,
have to.
my
Because
God.
the way they wrote it was pretty funny.
Oh, maybe you should tell a joke. At the end there.
Okay, now we'll see this joke. This
It made
is
me
a
laugh
joke.
again out loud.
This
just
is
reading
this
it
show.
to myself.
This show is so high quality that we
this one-
take jokes from the dustbins.
Well, you said that this is very funny, but not funny enough.
Not funny enough for Andy Dick, I felt.
Well, I thought it was fun. Well, I'm a fan of The View because Sherry Shepherd is a good friend of mine.
Sure.
And I've been on The View a lot, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because I'm on The View. Daphne Aguilera was on The View.
Oh, really?
Did Daphne Aguilera, he didn't rub your cock on like...
Okay, come on. This is what we're trying to get away from.
Sorry.
And by the way, every time I'm on The View, Barbara Walters will not be on The View.
Is that right?
Yeah, she won't be on it with me. And it has to be the pre-taped one. You know how they're live except for she won't do it. And they always have to do the pre-taped one.
Filthy old bag.
Barbara Walters announced that she's retiring from The View. Well, actually, she announced it 5 years ago, but no one could hear her over those yammering bitches. See?
Amazing that worked after that giant build-up.
Norm MacDonald was just on David Letterman.
I heard he cried. He was so upset.
He cried, and it was like really like beautiful.
Yeah.
But he had a great joke about like I don't know if you guys are here. He goes, I got no problem with North Korea. I never lay in bed. They try to scare you on the news, you know. He goes, but I never woke up like North Korea. I hope they don't get me, you know. And like nobody really laughed, but did you hear Letterman like cackling in the background? And you realize it's just with Norm. It's all you are being fucking played. When you think he's bombing, it's all a big setup to the fucking. In a year, he's gonna have the perfect special ever.
You might as well sit with Norm and just keep a smile on your face because you don't know where you are in the joke.
He goes, I'm not afraid of Iran, you know, or Iraq or North Korea, you know. I'll tell you a country I don't like. It's Germany. I don't know if you guys are history buffs, but at the beginning of our last century, Germany decided to have a war against the world. And what's weird is it was close. You think like it'd be like 5-minute war, you know, but it was actually it was almost tied. And about 50 years go by, and Germany goes, hey, let's have another war against the world. And they almost won that one, too. Because you would think that everybody in the world would go, hey, Germany, we're not going to let you have a country anymore. Who are you, Mars? Just fucking, I just love, it was, you would think it'd be over in 5 minutes, but it was close.
Did you hear him talking on the Russell Brand podcast with him and Russell Brand when he was talking about how he was at the party or when he played the White House Correspondents' Dinner?
Yeah.
And Larry Flint said,
I'll take care of you. Right?
I'll take care of you. He goes, when a guy says, I'll take care of you, you know, you think you're going to get like, if he owns a grocery store, you think you're going to get some vegetables. But Larry Flint, you know, you think you're going to get some crazy kooky girl and you're going to get to have sex with her. And then Larry Flint's going to come in his wheelchair just whacking off.
But he does like an impression. The guy jacking off. Larry Flint fucking. That was an amazing experience watching Russell Brand and Norm MacDonald, because in my opinion, I think you and I are kind of together on this, two of the most beautiful human beings, comedically, aesthetically, just to look at. Like you just look at Norm, you kind of can't stop looking at him. Like people go like, hey, Norm, but like, nah, if you look at Norm MacDonald, if I just showed you a photo of Norm MacDonald, you know who he was. And I'm like,
oh, this, you don't remember this guy from the Cary Grant movies? You wouldn't go like, no, what? Like, he's gorgeous. And like Russell Brand, people like write him off. Norm on his video cast, he's got this running thing where he'll like explain like a serial killer, and he just draws everybody in. And it's not until you see like 2 years, it's like a joke for him and Adam Egget. And it's like, hey, this guy, I've been in Ontario, I'm an old chunk of coal, Anthony, but there was a man murdered his entire family. When the police got to him, his wife's innards were soup, like a stew. He was eating his bride, and he winds up killing a few policemen and takes a few children, and there's a crawl space. I know what this crawl space is. That's where I mean, this guy sounds like a real jerk. That's the whole punchline. Yeah. Is he just? But it goes on for like 8 minutes just so he can go, I mean, this guy sounds like a real jerk.
I'm pretending I know who Albert Gray is. I didn't.
No, Albert Fish.
Oh.
You're a New Yorker. So anyways, he was a child rapist and cannibal, as I explained.
When he says child rapist, you try not to laugh when he looks at you.
Oh, come on, man. It's not funny.
I know it's not, but I know you want people to laugh.
Fish chose his victims. He only chose victims who were either mentally handicapped. Now, don't laugh at this next part, please.
But you know he wants you to, right?
No. If you laugh at this next part.
Okay. And I'm not
Fish chose victims who were either mentally handicapped or African American. Oh, come on. Why would you think that's funny? God damn, Fred. Jesus Christ, that was the worst part of the story. But why do you think he did that? What would be the explanation? Why would he only attack? Why would his victims that he chose only be either mentally handicapped or African Americans?
Because people in those days didn't care when those people were vanished.
You're thinking like Albert Fish now.
And prostitutes. That's why they kill prostitutes.
Exactly. Nobody really cares about prostitutes. But you're exactly right. That's why Albert Fish killed only mentally handicapped and African Americans.
What about, okay.
I thought you'd laugh at African Americans again, that they were.
No, because I know him. I know he'll do something. That's outrageous.
Well, it's kind of outrageous. Fish was finally arrested, and he immediately began confessing to killing 700 children.
Get out of here.
Yes. I mean, this guy was a real jerk.
Now I know there was no Albert Fish.
So I didn't always come in with like full sketches, whereas Tom, I remember Tom was the guy who would always come in with like
Norm
solid.
MacDonald was that guy. You guys didn't have to pitch to like an oligarch. Like you didn't have like a guy you had to pitch to.
No.
You had autonomy pretty much, right?
Right, but that's
until
why
they asked you to have a recurring sketch and you shoved up their ass and dipped my balls in it. It's so all right, you know what? Fuck it. Go to YouTube and just type in "dip my balls in it."
Last Supper, but Louis in the Last Supper.
Louis in the Last Supper. But really, you got to see Burning Love, you guys. We're gonna talk a lot about it. But we all had to pitch to Lorne, and then I realized early that I would pitch all like my real ideas and like I wanted to impress everybody, and I would give like, and then this happens, and then this is the joke, and then this is, and the big twist is this. At the end. So then when it got to the table for table read in front of like 40 people, no one laughed because I did the sketch in the room, and then I realized like a couple months in there was the art of the fake pitch, and like Kevin Nealon and Norm MacDonald, it was like a contest every week to see who could come up with the fucking weirdest fake pitch that the host believed was actually happening, and the rest of the room we all knew it wasn't. Lorne knew it wasn't.
That's awesome.
But I remember like Kevin Nealon every week would do 2 fake pitches and go, also I have this idea where you live at the top of one of those runaway truck ramps, in your house all the way up there, and just it's like dinner time, a truck comes flying through your house, man. And the host would go, yeah, this is funny. I mean, but every week. And we would all just be laughing so hard. And the host is looking around like, yeah, that is funny, right? But we're laughing because the host is a fucking moron.
And then Norm, I remember, it was Bob Newhart goes, I got this idea. People always confuse literally and figuratively. A guy will go, hey, how was that movie you just saw, you know? And I go, oh, my God, it was so funny. I literally laughed my head off. But hey, he didn't, you know, because he's got a head still. And Bob Newhart just stared at Norm like, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. And then Norm, like a dog with a chew toy, was like, I'm not leaving this room until, like, they fucking lock the doors like a prison movie.
He's going to break them?
Like, yeah. And he goes, or you go, hey, how's your wife? Well, she literally died when she got your message. She literally dropped dead right there on the floor. She's died. She literally died, and now he's moving like closer.
Did Newhart break at a certain point?
Yeah, eventually he just fucking won. And then that week, Norm did a sketch where he was Charles Kuralt, and he was the only. It was just Charles Kuralt alone talking to camera, and we're all like in full Charles Kuralt makeup, unrecognizable, and you're like, how the fuck do you like? His fake sketches were better than anything I ever actually got on air.
He's amazing, isn't he? He's an amazing guy.
He is amazing.
He's the best sketch that never got on the air in my entire time at Saturday Night Live, which is only 40 episodes, was Norm MacDonald's game show, Name 2. Hey, Jimmy. Steve Allen is in the Guinness Book of World Records for writing over 4,000 songs for that new car. Name 2.
Name 2 of who?
Steve Allen is in the Guinness Book. Now, Kate Bush is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ballot, you know, for being a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame worthy lady. She's written over 600 songs. Name 2. Ding, 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 ding. Name 2. What a great fucking sketch.
That's a great sketch. Why didn't it get on? I'll read your book.
Who knows? I don't know why.
I'll read your book.
I heard for like 2 years, I'd go to a comedy club and they'd go, yeah, Norm was here last week. It was pretty fucking weird, dude. And I'm like, what? And my wife and I would like go like, what's going on with, like, I hope he's okay, you know? And then you see his Comedy Central special. Perfect.
Right.
So the joke's on everybody across the country. Like, yeah, he was really weird. He's got these other guys following him. Every town had a different, like, I think he was super high. And another town's like, he really gambled. And another town, he came in with 19 men. Like, weird, like that strange. Like, he made us bathe, like he had to be bathed, or he wanted something for his feet. And then just, you know, you see his Comedy Central special, perfect. My father died. My grandfather died. My great-grandfather died, to the best of my knowledge. He's dead, you know. I come from a long line of death. And you're just like, this is perfect comedy. So, however it works for you, I guess.
Yeah.
I was driving from Quebec City back to Montreal, because when you do that festival, the Montreal Festival, I would get too drunk, and I'm like, I need to get out of here. I don't want to be I just don't want to be the drunk comedian anymore. So I was like, I'm going to go to Quebec City during the day and have a day. And I was driving back to Montreal to do shows that night, and I was listening to Norm's album just called Me Doing Stand Up, and I fucking had to pull over so I didn't crash my car.
No room for improvement.
No, I almost crashed my car. I was laughing so hard.
It's 16 ounces of water in like a 10-ounce glass, and it never just like.
I was like,
my grandfather died, my great-grandfather died.
Yeah.
You know, my father. He goes on. I come from a long line of death.
Yeah, no, it was
like
that
cancer.
part. He's like, everybody's afraid of a terrorist. Yeah, it's your heart is what's going to attack and kill you. Like, your heart. And the funniest joke is when he goes, the only way to stop your heart from attacking you is to attack your heart with a defibrillator.
We're not doing this justice at all. And
No.
it's funny because like people that don't just get it, you're not going to convince them.
No.
By sharing it.
You just got to listen to that album. So funny.
What was it like? Hey, he lost his long battle with, finally lost his courageous battle with cancer.
Yeah.
All right, but if he dies, the cancer dies, that's a draw.
Yeah, it's such a good.
Or like alcoholism's not a disease. Like my uncle's got bowel cancer. I have searing pain. What are your symptoms? You're real happy. Sometimes I meet somebody else's disease and we fuck. He had a great Norm story. When he's, you know, he had a great story. He was opening for Norm in San Francisco, and Norm goes, "Hey, you know, we're in San Francisco, you know, so don't do any of that fag shit, you know."
And he's like, what? And he goes, San Francisco. There's a lot of gay guys here. They live here in San Francisco. So just when you go up there, don't do any of that fag shit. And Artie's like, all right. Like didn't plan on it. And then Artie does 20 minutes. Norm goes up and goes, hey, what's with this AIDS? They say it's like the worst disease in the world, But I saw on the news today, AIDS does not discriminate, and that's nice.
Oh, no.
So I don't know why is it so bad. Hey, don't do any of that fag shit. So maybe if Norm was on the set of Suddenly Susan, he could be like, you're a homophobe. You're not holding Maddie's hand.
Last time I got heckled bad was at Motor City Casino in Detroit. And I was doing Norm MacDonald. But the thing about the Norm MacDonald impression is
you're at the Motor City Casino in Detroit.
Hey, man,
So-
I'm down. I love the D.
Yeah.
But I'm doing Norm. But the thing about a Norm impression is you have to ramble and circle it back around. Like it's got to get a little uncomfortable.
Right.
And I was doing Demi Moore. Oh my God, Demi Moore went to the hospital for that exhaustion there. Exhaustion. Oh my God. You know where I go where I'm exhausted, John? Home. Whenever I'm tired. I never went to the hospital. And it's this whole long thing about being on a construction site. And me and my friend John and Eric, like, hey, what do you say after work? We go to the emergency room to rest, and I just keep going and going. And like right next to me, like right there, she goes, what the fuck is he talking about? And I go, there's always one cunt, And I did it in the impression. And that person emailed me on my website and said, I was the cunt. I'm sorry, but I was really confused. And everyone explained to me what was happening. Should I close with Norm, a paragraph from his book about Don Rickles?
Yeah, close with that.
As Norm.
Yes.
Okay. Because it is... I was at a hotel reading that off my iPad. I laughed so hard, I fell on the ground.
I don't doubt this.
My wife came in the other room because she thought I was having an actual heart attack. Because apparently I was just making gasping sounds and kicking things over.
Oh, that's perfect.
You want to hear a part of Norm? By the way, Norm's book, based on a true story, Norm MacDonald, is a must, and you have not read it.
I haven't read it. I see it. I'm on plane. It's my next buy for sure.
So it's about Don Rickles. This is Norm MacDonald's book. If you want to put a link up at jmore.com, since Brooks doesn't sell anything, and a link to Brooks' Instagram at jmore.com.
Oh, no, you can buy my album.
This is cool, right?
Yeah, my album's called This Is Cool, right? It's been
I
out.
love that album.
Thank you, Jay. It's very
Great
nice.
title, too.
What a delight. Thank you.
He was a big Rickles fan. He saw him on The Tonight Show his whole life, right? And he's on the set of Dirty Work, Don Rickles to Norm MacDonald. So I approached him the first day in the makeup trailer, and I introduced myself. I said, I just want to tell you, Mr. Rickles, I feel so honored that you'd agree to be in the film, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. He shook my hand. That's very nice, Norm. By the way, I spoke to the home. Your room will be ready Tuesday. The trailer erupted in laughter, and I felt rage deep in my soul. And I saw myself in the mirror, and I saw that my face was beet red. I wasn't on any waiting list for any type of home, as Mr. Rickles was clearly suggesting, I'm losing the impression, but I swallowed my anger. And I was determined to find the real man through my own kindness and love. Mr. Rickles, I'd be honored if I could take you out to one of Toronto's finest restaurants and buy you dinner tonight. I have a better idea, Norm. Why don't you go to a shed in the desert with a rake and go, brap!
Go brap. It's literally capital.
I get a better idea, Norm. Why don't you go to a shed in the desert with a rake and go, brap? Now, this awful classless burping noise got the cheap laugh I'm sure Mr. Rickles is used to, but not from me. I could feel myself beginning to shake with rage. Now, I'm going to read to you the part where I was so happy to meet and reach the real Don Rickles, and I said, anything you want to do, what would you like, sir? Well, Norm, he says, I'd like you to get a monkey and an organ grinder and run around the room going, I lost my sack, I lost my sack. And then Mr. Rickles then pranced around the makeup trailer doing a grotesque pantomime of me searching for a missing sock.
What is he talking?
It's fucking fiction.
I know.
Like in the beginning, the first chapter, he's like, him and Lorne Michaels are smoking opium. And it's the most genius thing, because any fucking story, nobody can sue him.
Yeah.
Like, who's the guy, Dick Ebersol, can't do shit about what Norm wrote here, because Norm's like, wait a minute, me and Lorne were at a whorehouse smoking crack. Don Rickles is doing a grotesque pantomime of me searching for a missing sock, you know. And I fled the makeup trailer. I took a nice long walk trying to compose myself. I think it was the comment about losing my sock and then running around telling everyone that hurt the most. It's fucking... oh my God. We're crazy people.
It's so funny.
But people listening are like, I don't even know why that's funny.
No, exactly. I saw him in Cedar Rapids.
Brap.
Yeah. He said brap. Dude.
Everyone who meets you does an impression of you.
What?
You're one of those guys that you make such an impression on people that everyone that meets you does a Norm MacDonald.
I don't care for any of those impressions, by the way. This is what I get. I do a perfect you. I go, all right, let's hear it. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I can do an impression myself.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, hey. That's the impression.
I've never heard you say that. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? Hey.
Sounds like you doing an impression of Brewer doing an impression of you.
Hey, yeah. This week is Taxi Cab Appreciation Week, so to all you taxi cab drivers out there, I'd appreciate it if you'd take a shower once in a while. How'd that go? PLO leader Yasser Arafat announced this week that his wife is pregnant. The happy couple said they really don't care if the child is a boy or a girl, just as long as it hates Jews. The United Paramount Network's new show Star Trek Voyager finished in first place Monday night with a 14.7 rating. For those of you who don't know, one rating point is equal to 950,000 nerds. Well, there's good news this week from strife-torn Ireland, where a historic peace agreement has just been signed. Gee, I wonder if anyone will celebrate by drinking. Angry over the Atlanta Braves and Cleveland Indians' use of Indian caricatures as logos, Native Americans showed up at the World Series tonight. They chanted for hours to protest Indian stereotypes, though it didn't help their cause any when it started to rain. In Nashua, New Hampshire this week, a high school student, Chris Connolly, while attempting to dunk a basketball, lost his balance, crashed down on the rim, and shattered 2 front teeth. Gee, I wonder if by some crazy chance Chris is white. Well, if I can be allowed a personal opinion, you know, I think Harrison Ford's new mustache works. And by works, I mean looks really gay. Well, this week, world chess champion Garry Kasparov defeated an IBM computer in their 6-game chess series. Experts are calling the encounter between chess wizard and supercomputer historic, because, for the first time ever, it brought together both geeks and nerds. In honor of this year's Academy Awards, Carnival Airlines is offering anyone named Oscar a free flight to or from Los Angeles. The airline had tried a similar promotion in the past for the Tony Awards, but according to airline spokesmen, they found that their planes were packed with too many, quote, greasy Italians. Last week on Larry King Live, Marlon Brando made the shocking statement that Hollywood is, quote, run by Jews. In response, outraged Jewish organizations made it snow in New York in April. In overseas news, an attempt to lift the ban on gays serving in the British Armed Forces has been defeated in Parliament. This raises a difficult legal question. How do you exactly tell if a British guy is gay? In Bridgeport, Connecticut, the Statakoti Indian tribe is seeking recognition by the Bureau of Indian Affairs in order to open either a manufacturing company or a casino. I wonder which one they'll choose. Manufacturing company or the casino? Potential jurors for the O.J. Simpson case were asked to fill out a 75-page jury questionnaire this week. In the entire state of California, only one person got a perfect score. Xiao Ming Wu, who after the trial plans to attend Caltech. In Michigan, State Historical Commission officials say they will not interfere with the building of a new major sports stadium, even if construction unearths historical artifacts. However, state Indian Affairs officials say that if relics from a Native American tribe are found, they would like to have the land set aside and designated as a sacred tribal burial ground / giant casino. According to the U.S. Bureau of the Census, California's population is expected to grow nearly 18 million by the year 2025. Also by the year 2025, it will be much easier to find a vacant apartment in Mexico. According to a new survey by the Women's Vote Project, women would be more likely to vote if they could send in ballots by mail or if polls were open longer. Also, more women would vote if you were permitted to bake your vote. They like to bake. Finally, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a man allowed his 8-year-old daughter to take the wheel of his car, and an accident ensued that damaged 7 other cars and injured 6 people, which once again proves my theory: women can't drive. 4 Wisconsin men have been charged with felony hate crimes after burning a man's buggy simply because he was Amish. If convicted, the men face up to 25 years in prison. But furious Amish leaders say that is not enough. They want the dunking wheel. On Wednesday, NASA launched the Space Shuttle Columbia on its 87th voyage. This trip by the shuttle will feature the first spacewalk ever by a Japanese astronaut who will get to take in the unique perspective of Earth from space. Gee, I wonder if there's any chance he'll take a picture. This week, computer hackers broke into Yahoo, the internet's most popular website, and vowed to unleash a crippling computer virus if a fellow hacker is not released from prison. Experts warn that catching these cyber terrorists will not be an easy task and may require the cooperation of both nerds and geeks. Safer drivers, men or women? Well, according to a new survey, 55% of adults feel that women are most responsible for minor fender benders, while 78% blame men for most fatal crashes. Please note that the percentages in these pie graphs do not add up to 100% because the math was done by a woman. For those of you hissing at that joke, it should be noted that that joke was written by a woman. So now you don't know what the hell to do. No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women. I'm thankful for women.
Oh, there you go.
The greatest creatures on earth.
That's all right. We'll get behind that one.
I think women are more intelligent than men. Also, Conan, without women, there would be no cookies.
How many Polish guys does it take to screw in a light bulb? The question cannot be answered because Polish people are so fucking stupid that no matter how many of them are available, none of them would ever be able to complete that simple task.
This is a meta joke. Have you aware of these meta jokes?
How many comedians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many?
2. One to do it, and the other guy to go, how long's he been up there?
I like that.
On stage.
Yeah, because they was going, how long?
Like, how long?
Oh, that's a good one. That's
Polish people, I remember the Poland, you remember they were trying to, had something, they were trying to land on the sun.
Oh.
I was going to say that the Polish government did actually try to land on the sun back in the
No, they didn't.
Yes, and they were ridiculed for it because they said you'll burn up when you come anywhere near. They said we're going at night.
Who?
Now,
And come to think of it, I got addicted to you. Oh, no, no, no. And come to think of it, I need somebody like you. Oh, no, no, no. I need someone like
attitude. You have to say this with attitude. So you have to read ahead and use your acting skills. I liked you in She-Devil.
Thank you. A study has found that men are just as likely as women to spread gossip. At least that's what I heard Rick tell Brad, who, by the way, has a crush on Patty.
Oh, does she?
All the racial things against Asians. Yeah, can you tell me them?
Well,
I love when the
Guy
people do that.
Aoki got mad at me one time.
Why?
He's the head of the guys that get defended. In terms
So
of
just
Asians.
tell me some.
Well, he knows them the best.
Yeah. Oh, you do?
What about this?
Yeah,
I call it
write
the
them down
G
for
word.
him.
The
Yeah.
G word.
Do you know the G one?
Oh, gook?
Yes.
Well, you just said that like it came out so naturally.
slipped out.
Oh, no.
You're right about
You just said
that.
it just like, secondhand.
I thought it was
Gook?
a term. I thought it was a term of endearment.
It's not. But can I tell you guys? Can I tell you guys
Yeah,
where?
you think that's like a fucking handshake.
Tell me some of the Asian things that
Like what you call a guy.
Small penis?
No,
names, yeah.
Oh, yellow. Yeah.
Yellow?
That's just what
Yellow,
you
no, yellow
said.
man, that's what you said.
Guy
You made that
makes
up.
them
Oh, no,
Hey, yellow man, get out of my bar. I've never heard that.
No, that was just
Guy
my
runs
favorite.
out of the old one, so he has to make up a new one. Come on. This is my move. First of all, I'm not good at getting ladies. You're adorable.
Thank you. So are you. Thank you, gentlemen. Sean, nice to meet you. Norm, nice to see you.
Let's talk about.
I will say, Keith does not need tricks because I've never seen as breathtaking a girl in my life, and her smile is so genuine. It's unbelievable.
Why are you doing this to me? You're so sweet.
Oh, I know. That's.
I don't like birds that feathers as much as you do.
Where are you headed off to for your dinner break?
My stupid friend. Disappeared. So I don't know. Do you know a place called Borgia or something like that?
Buzio's?
Yeah,
It's a seafood restaurant here. You want me to walk you there?
Is it close?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right.
Well, wait, where?
We'll figure it out. We'll sign off here. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
I may have a dinner date with Norm MacDonald.
Like I try to make it fast. Like if I see a girl drinking at a bar, right? I'll go up behind her. I'll go. I can get us a bottle. And that doesn't work very often. But sometimes
want to
it
get
does.
right.
Yeah, I want to get right. Then I get the lady. I turn off all the lights in the room so it's pitch black, and then I lay down on top of her for 5-10 minutes. And I don't get a lot of return people.
Go
well. This is my problem. Everything's going well with the lady.
Yes, you've got.
And
your
I
action.
have my sex, right? And I get the mood going.
The mood's going.
I have 4 covers and a big quilt. And then
Well, I'm getting hard.
then I get the mood going. I turn down the lights till it's Stygian black. And then I climb underneath the covers. I lay on top of the lady for 4 or 5 minutes. And she doesn't seem to enjoy it.
No, it sounds like an assault.
I go, listen, basically, I'm not a fancy guy. Fred, you know that.
Really? I always thought of you as a fancy
My
guy.
thing is, like, for a sexual encounter or something, I like to lie on top of a lady. I don't need a lot of fucking shit going on.
One girl will do it. Are you currently
That's exciting enough for you.
Are you
That's
currently
good,
in a
man.
relationship, or are you playing the field?
Oh my God.
What the fuck? What are you,
Are you,
retarded?
no, are you really having a relationship? Come on, be honest.
Come on, man. Seriously. I am going to return to my former sexual lifestyle.
Well, yeah, what's that?
It's trying to find a lady and convincing her to let me lie down on top of her.
That sounds so romantic the way you describe it. I want to lie down on top of you and take a nap? What do you...
What's the fastest you ever met a woman and made love to her? Because you hear stories in entertainment about sometimes women throwing themselves at you.
No, it's never happened to me.
You're going to bullshit me on my podcast?
No, it's never has.
Have you ever made love to a woman?
I don't think women throw themselves at guys. Of my stature, at least. I mean, I've seen women throw themselves at Adam Sandler. That's the only celebrity I've ever seen a woman actually throw themselves.
Yeah, that happens to him because he's cute. You're a little bit shifty. Women don't know what to make of you.
No, but girls like me sometimes.
Yeah, well, you're very twinkly and warm and affable, and you've got an innocence about you. People will love that.
It's because funny guys are attractive.
Yeah.
Funny is... Funny's hot.
You've done a
It
lot
is?
of impressions. Funny.
Most
Look
awkward
at him. He's like,
come
really?
on I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, like when I was young, you know, they say they like kids with good senses of humor.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you got this, but I was always funny, but girls would just go, "You're weird," you know, not funny. They go, "You're weird."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the least funny guys in school.
They would be the funny guys.
They got all the pussy. I mean, the guys that were just like, I don't know, they didn't even have to, they could be from the right side of the tracks, not the wrong side, and they could just be just like a guy with a fucking crew cut, never made a joke.
Sometimes you'd see guys, like I knew this guy, I don't know if have you ever met a guy who's like, you don't even understand it, but just gets women all the time, and it's like very mysterious.
Yeah.
Like I know this one guy literally got a different woman every night. I'm not even exaggerating. I asked him what his secret was. He said he was a serial rapist.
So for him, it was just
I don't think that counts.
perfect.
No, but you know, when I was on Saturday Night Live, guys would come on, and they were handsome guys.
Yeah.
And they were convinced they were funny, and the publicist would go, "Oh, this is going to be It's going to be really good for Gabriel's career because he's so funny, you know." And then the fucking guy wouldn't be funny at all. And I came to me that, you know how they always say, like, women like guys with senses of humor. It turns out they just laugh at handsome guys.
Yeah, exactly. The bar is lowered a lot. Yeah, I mean, when you think about guys that are... that got into comedy, it was usually because they weren't good looking. You needed some way to get women to pay attention to you. So you cracked wise. Is that what they say in Canada?
I never did anything for girls. I mean, I've always heard that stuff.
But you're a good looking guy. I mean, you've always been tall, dark, handsome. You're the classic, you know, lean, you know, pretty eyes.
But my motive in life was never girls. I mean, I hear that, like, people buy cars to get girls.
Yeah.
And they do jokes or play the guitar or stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I never had that motive. One time I was on a sitcom, right? So they say, in this episode, you go out with an older lady. Is there any older ladies you'd like to go out with? So when I was a kid, there was this movie MASH, and Sally Kellerman came out of a shower naked and was every child's fantasy. You know? So I immediately said Sally Kellerman, forgetting that now she was 75.
Right.
So she shows up on the set, and I have to kiss her, and so I overdo it. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm like, kind of. So instead of just kissing her a little, I'm like, ah, and. All right, let's have sexual relations. Do you ever have to kiss an old lady, like, passionately? It's just teeth.
It's yes.
They have no collagen in their lips anymore.
This right. Well, but she had her teeth. You say.
She had her teeth. Hey.
You don't know whose teeth they were.
Well, they were hers. She bought them at least.
Yeah, she owned them.
Yeah, but she.
I haven't.
Stumbled like Adam Egan.
Hey, what? Like kissing Adam Egan.
No, she was a beautiful lady, you know, and she was a. And then Sandler, every time he has me in a movie, he gets me to kiss like an old bag. Not an old bag, I shouldn't say that, but like, yeah, like one time the lunch lady and everybody else was kissing nice ladies, and then I was kissing this old lunch lady. So again, I tried to overdo it to make the lunch lady feel nice about herself.
Well, that's kind of you.
That was kind of nice. That was nice. But now, what if she's watching?
I can guarantee you she's not watching.
Well, if she gets USA Today, she is. Thank you very much for being
That was
here.
fun.
Can I kiss you?
Of course.
Oh,
Oh.
so sweet. Oh.
Sweet. I'm glad I had a served.
Everybody asked me on this show, when are you going to get a woman? I said, I'm not going to get a woman before I get Roseanne. I'll fucking tell you that.
Guess we're not in LA. It's not as scary.
Oh.
Well, I'm saying LA is.
Dang. You can feel it. You can feel it.
Do we race downstairs?
No. You just want to go
downstairs.
Yeah, I do too. Fuck it.
I want to go downstairs.
No, you don't want to be in an elevator.
I was say I don't want to take the elevator or go down 64 flights.
It'll be done.
5 years.
Give me like.
It's 4th of July and it's a Trump Tower. I don't understand.
Let's just talk about this.
What's the most exciting thing that has happened to you this year?
The most exciting thing?
Mm-hmm. Do you get excited?
No, I don't remember anything exciting happening to me. I mean, that earthquake was something else, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The fault line.
Reminded you of that that Giants World Series.
That's right.
Know the end of day, nobody's gonna change. You won't ever leave. On my mind again, I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I might act okay, say things will stay the same. Say I'm all I need.
Judge Lancito this week barred all potential jurors from reading Faye Resnick's controversial new book, Nicole Brown Simpson, Diary of a Life Interrupted. The judge also barred them from reading Faye Resnick's other new book entitled Judge Lancito is a Big Fruit. And now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire. And here's my review. Not gay enough. This week, a court banned gays from marching in Boston's St. Patrick's Day parade, but they will still allow them to be beaten up by drunken Irish guys. I'm afraid to know what you're applauding at there. Okay. Meanwhile, Elton John continues to deny rumors that he is engaged to his tennis racket. Well, if I can be allowed a personal opinion, you know, I think Harrison Ford's new mustache works. And by works, I mean looks really gay. In overseas news, an attempt to lift the ban on gays serving in the British Armed Forces has been defeated in Parliament. This raises a difficult legal question. How do you exactly tell if a British guy is gay? In an interview in this month's Vanity Fair, actor Tom Cruise attempts to end once and for all rumors that he is gay. Meanwhile, the U.S. Army is dealing with a scandal of its own as dozens of female recruits have charged drill instructors with sexual harassment, intimidation, and even sexual assault. Analysts are calling it the best argument yet for gays in the military. Jonathan Schmitz, the Jenny Jones guest who killed his secret gay admirer because of his fear and hatred of homosexuality, has been sentenced to 25 years in prison. Well, I guess that plan backfired, huh? And it's been reported that Keanu Reeves is engaged to actress Amanda Decadina. Asked to comment, Keanu said, "What? I thought I was gay. I'd always heard I was gay. Beginning in March, DC Comics will change Superman's traditional red and blue costume to a new form-fitting bodysuit. The problem with the old costume? Not gay enough. What the hell's going on in the country? That's not Superman. All right. TriStar's Picture is planning a film about the 70s disco act, The Village People. While the movie will be coming out next summer, it plans to wait until Thanksgiving to come out to its parents. The artist formerly known as Prince says he now wants to be known as simply the artist. Meanwhile, I will continue to refer to him as simply the fruit. In other music news, several major acts are on tour this month, including the Counting Crows, Metallica, and the Fruit. A study on weight loss revealed this week that women who participate in a weekly diet program lost 50% more weight, snacked less, and bought more fruits and vegetables than women in general, which just goes to prove my new theory: Richard Simmons is gay. Our top story tonight. This week, after months of speculation, sitcom star Ellen DeGeneres finally admitted that, yes, she is gay. Inspired by her courage, today, diet guru Richard Simmons admitted that he is really, 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 really gay.
Here's the problem with taking pictures.
Yeah.
Photographers are largely flamboyantly gay.
Right.
And so then when they take, a good look for them is a flamboyantly gay look.
Right.
So when they take your picture, you know, they want you to look flamboyantly gay, and then you're like, can I look a little less flamboyantly gay? And they're like, no, this is good. I'm like, I'm wearing a dress.
Well, again, it's tonight and tomorrow night. The Comedy Works in Larimer Square. Thanks so much for toughing
Thanks,
it out
man.
without coffee.
Oh,
It's
this
great to
was
meet
fun.
you.
Thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot.
Noel. All right, on over.
Excellent suit.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
just
like that one.
brand new. Oh my. Let's get back over to Angie and Chris, please.
Wait a minute. Norm, what is wrong, Norm, with flamboyantly gay?
Yeah.
I ask you.
I ask you, Norm.
Hit a little close to home this morning, didn't it?
Did you see this outfit? Did you see this thing?
This is what you should have worn for the headshot, Norm. Come on. Panache.
It is cool.
Huh? Come on.
You wore that between what he's wearing now and ending up in the dress. That was
Yeah.
halfway.
It is cool.
Norm could have worn this.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Hey, Johnny Weir called. He wants his outfit back.
Oh, hey now. He's talking to you, too, not me.
I don't know who he's talking
I don't
to.
know. Maybe he is talking to me. Because Johnny Weir would look fabulous in this.
Look good in either one of these outfits.
Yeah, see.
Well, I guess the biggest thing that nobody knows about me is I'm a deeply closeted gay man.
What? You're a gay man?
I'm not gay. I said I'm deeply closeted. I'm as straight as an arrow.
What's something people don't know about you?
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
Well, I'm not coming out, though.
Wait a minute. What are you revealing here today?
I'm not revealing anything. I'm saying I'm deeply closeted.
Well, that means you're gay.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Why would I say that? I'm deeply closeted.
So you're a gay man who won't admit it?
No. Do you know what deeply closeted means?
Yeah.
It means a man who will not acknowledge that he's gay.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, I'm not gay.
No, but that means you're very, very gay, but you don't want to come out. You're so closeted.
That I refuse to say I'm gay.
Right.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean you're gay?
Hey, easy, buddy.
Oh, this book will reveal much.
You know, on your last show, I came out as a deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gay. But David, on one time, this is a true story, and Dave, you'll attest to this, bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range. Now, I'm no one to take charity.
I'm not one to take charity.
I'm saying I sucked him off.
Surprise ending.
You're making me out to be Hal Holbrook over here. One time I went on, it was like a dance floor, and they gave me a Mr. Mic. Do you know what a Mr. Mic is?
Of course.
So I'm holding the speaker and the mic and talking, and then a guy comes in from the street, you know?
Yeah.
And there's no signs advertising for me or anything. So he thinks I'm a psychotic, person. And so he starts approaching me, like you would say, give me the gun, And I'm like, no, I'm the performer, I'm the entertainer.
We were on the road with, it was Adam and Rob Schneider, Norm, and a bunch of us. And some nights he'd flip the whole set, but some nights he would do like the bomb set.
Oh, yeah.
And he would just walk people, and he would do it almost on purpose. So, some nights he would just say, this is the set you're getting. And
But here's Norm, this goofy Canadian accent, really telling these long, weird bits for 8 shows. And he probably bombed 3 out of 8 shows. Whenever he killed, he would kill, when it was a sophisticated crowd, he would get him and he would kill. He would just go backstage, he'd pull out a deck of cards, and he'd make me and Rich Voss play poker with him. When he bombed, Norm would go to the exit and say goodbye to every single person who left. Just to be weird and make us laugh and be awkward for the people. He would thank everyone for coming after he bombed.
It's courtesy of Jim Downey, who did Update with Norm, said, it's the thing that stuns me is he used to, there's dress for Saturday Night Live and then there's air. And Norm would do his set for Update in front of the dress crowd. And there'd be certain jokes that got absolutely nothing. Now, a sketch can maybe do better on air than it did, but a joke, if it bombs at dress, in that format, it will bomb on air. It just will. So he had undisputed proof that his joke was going to bomb, but he liked the joke. And he'd turn to Downey and say, yeah, we're doing it. And Downey would say, oh, that's a great joke. Yeah, we're doing it.
Across the Great Plains, harsh weather and hungry boll weevils are the cause of one of the worst cotton harvests in years. Or so the Germans would have us believe. Last Sunday's National Hockey League game between the Buffalo Sabres and the Tampa Bay Lightning was postponed due to record snowfall in Buffalo. Or so the Germans would have us believe.
Now, that I like to do well. And if I'm handed absolute proof that I will fail, I will change course.
Sure.
I will admit it. I'm not that guy. There's something in him that's unbelievably fearless.
What you're describing there, when I would watch those segments, they were delightful. There was something more exciting and interesting about the silence and Norm's joy at having landed the dud.
and
Yeah,
holding
yeah, yeah.
a smile.
It
was thrilling. It was heroic.
He was telling us, this is a good joke, and I'm sticking with it. And his eyes would just light up when he was getting nothing. And you got what I'm serving tonight. This is what we're serving at the restaurant,
Yes.
and this is what you're eating, and you're gonna. There you go. Yeah, you know.
That's a
and-
perfect way to put it. It's like a master chef. What do you know? Fuck your taste buds.
The sushi restaurant where they go.
Yeah.
"Yeah, you don't do California rolls here."
Yeah.
Little one, you've been away so long, and I need you now more than forever.
That guy is certain. And his sensibility. It's fun to watch.
You get more than a joke and a laugh. You get that tone. You get that attitude. There is that invisible connection. Yeah, we know what you're up to, Norm, and this is what we love.
It's like why rock and roll is cool. The swag of it. Like, she's just doing it. He's hip, bro.
How is life? I know besides thinking of these news story things and stuff like that, you know, you're having a good time. You able to relax over the summer, have a good time?
Am I able to have a good time? My cat just had a heart attack.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he had a heart. You ever hear such a crazy thing?
No, I didn't know they got things like that.
Yeah, they get heart attacks. So I got it off Steve Corrin, this writer up at
Sure,
Saturday Night
I know
Live.
him, yeah.
Yeah, so he gives me his cat. Turns out it's some kind of a defective cat, you know? So he's a nice cat and everything. I'm getting along with him. I come back to my apartment last week. The cat's like foaming at the mouth. He's shaking like this. He's foam coming out. So I didn't want to get near it. I thought maybe he'd, you know, who knows? He was delirious. Maybe he'd think I'm a mouse. So I say, I didn't want to get near him. So I phoned 911. You know, I panicked. I phoned 911.
Right.
Which it turns out it's just for people. I didn't know that.
Didn't know either.
They got mad, man. They said they would have me arrested if I phoned back.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, you know, I love this cat. It's a good cat. So I took him down. I got him in a cab, and I took him down to the hospital, the animal hospital. And the guy tells me, my cat had a heart attack. He takes him away. He says, oh, yeah, he had cardiac arrest and stuff. And he started asking me questions about, like, he says, I said, what would cause that? He goes, you know, diet, stress.
Stress?
Yeah. Well, he had a big promotion coming up. So, and then he let me visit the cat. He says, you can visit the cat, you know. There's visiting hours. I go, all right. So you go in this room, and then they bring the cat in a cage. He's all drugged up. And then they put the cat, like, on a bed. And then the guy goes, okay, we'll be back in a half an hour. You have half an hour, you know? So I'm with the cat, like, for half an hour. So after 5 minutes, you know, I figured, I got a life to get back to. You know, it's a cat. So we go out, and so afterwards he told me he had a lot of, he said he could have an operation, which was like $4,000, which, you know, I could buy like 100 cats for that, you know? But then I figured, what the hell would I do with 100 cats?
Right. So you got the cat. You sprung for the operation.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, there was another thing where he's on medication, you know, and I have him on medication. I have this medication. And he said there was some good news and bad news. He said the bad news was the cat only has like a 20% chance of survival, but he says the good news is it's just a cat.
He's a bad doctor. He's a bad doctor, too. You know, I find out more and more about you every time you come on the program. You know, I always study up on a file, and I learn more about you. And I was really surprised to learn. I didn't know this. I didn't know this, but you were a bartender.
Yeah, I did a lot of jobs before I got into comedy, you know, and for a while I was slinging the hash. No.
You idiot.
That was when I was a fry cook. I was a bartender. I was slinging the drinks, you know?
Sure, right.
And, oh, man, that was fun. I'll tell you what was fun about being a bartender. Always a story, you know?
Really?
Always something funny happening down at the bar.
Well, that's perfect for a talk show, then.
Yeah, this is a good example. I was, one time I was working in there. Drunk guy comes in, you know? And you're not supposed to serve the drunk guys. You know, that's one of the things you learn. So,
okay.
And also you learn how to make the drinks.
Yeah.
But so the drunk guy comes in, you know, real drunk, you know, 3 sheets to the wind, you know. So this character sits down, you know, and I says to him, I says, what do you want? I can't serve you, you know. He goes, I don't want a drink, he says, you know. He says, I want to shoot a dart at your dartboard, you know. So I go to the guy, I say, you can't shoot a dart at my dartboard. He goes, you're not in this, you're drunk, you know. I said, I'm not going to let you, that'd be dangerous. That's a sharp thing, a dart, you know. So the guy goes, no, let me shoot 1 shot at the dartboard. So I go, all right, 1 shot, that's it. So the guy shoots the dart, bullseye. I never seen anything like it, you know, even in his state, bullseye. So the guy says to me, he says, what do I win? You know? So I don't know what he wins. I'm confused, you know. So I start looking around, try to find something for him, and I see right in the bottom of the bar area, there's a shoebox with a turtle in it.
From where? What is that doing there?
What? I was gonna give it as a gift to my nephew.
Okay, all right.
He wanted a turtle, and I said, I'll get him a turtle. That'll be a good gift. Okay. But then later I thought, that's a dumb gift, a turtle. Nobody likes a turtle, you know? The kid will probably just put him on his back until he dies. Kids are cruel, you know? So I said, why not just give it to this drunk?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So I said, here's your prize, here it is. And so the guy takes it in a shoebox, you know, and he goes, thanks, and he walks out with it. So I figured that's the last I'll ever see of that guy.
Sure.
2 weeks later, the guy shows up again. Drunk again. So now I go, oh my God, that's that guy from 2 weeks ago, you know? So he walks up to the bar. I go, I can't serve you, buddy. I can't do that. He goes, he says, I want to shoot a dart at your dartboard. I go, no, man, I let you do that before. He goes, but I got a bullseye. I say, yeah, but you can't do that again. You know, that was luck. He goes, let me try. So he takes it, shoots it, bullseye again.
Oh, man.
So he goes, what do I win? You know? So I'm confused. I don't know, you know? I look around. I go, I don't know. I go, what did you win last time? He goes, last time I won a roast beef on a hard roll. It was the turtle.
We know it was the turtle. It was the turtle. We know.
Oh my God.
It was the turtle.
Guy must have gone out and ate it. It was crazy.
Oh, he ate the turtle. I see now.
It was crazy.
That's the real end of the joke.
It wasn't a joke.
I know it really happened, right? God forbid that was a joke. Sorry for calling what really happened to you a joke.
When I was young, there was a fella went by the name of Jacques de Gautier. And he was from Témiscamingue, Quebec. And Jacques de Gautier, he was a fella that really thought. And he was smart, you know. He was our hope, I guess. And he was, while I was scrabbling to get out of high school, Jacques de Gatineau had already...
I think you just changed his last name.
Well, you know, a man grows. But this is the point.
Yeah.
Jacques de Gatineau, he went to McGill University and he got 3 degrees, by golly. And he went over across the pond to the fellers with Cambridge, and he even stood up to them. And we thought, boy, he's going to be the next. We had Jean Marchand, Gérald Tertier, Pierre Trudeau, the 3 wise men of Quebec. By God, Jacques de Gatineau was going to be the next.
Give me the next gun.
Yeah, but he vanished. And I met him, I started to do stand-up and travel from here to there and to here again. And one time I was in Niagara Falls, and gosh, I went over to the SeaWorld there. You know how they have the SeaWorld? You know, with the different fish. You know.
I didn't know that, but okay, yes.
Beluga.
The SeaWorld, I've been there many a time.
Okay, so I was checking out the beluga whales and stuff, and I look over, and who do you think I see?
I hope it's that guy.
No, it was just an attendant, but But he showed me to the place I wanted to see, which is where they feed the little baby dolphins, because I love dolphins, you know. And who do I see there but Jacques de Gatineau? And here he is, he's feeding the baby dolphins. And I go up to him and I go, Jacques de Gatineau, I feel shame for you. You were our hope. You were to go to Canada, Canada's nation's capital of Ottawa. And you were to be a great man, Jacques de Gatineau. And we were all, you know, we pinned all of Témiscamingue, Quebec, pinned our hopes on you. Now that's a hell of a burden for a man to have a town's hope pinned on them, isn't it, Conan?
It is a lot, big burden.
So he was feeding these baby dolphins, you know, and I said, I'm ashamed of you, Jacques de Gatineau. You could have done so many great things. And he said, well, I think I'm serving a youthful porpoise. Now I believe that...
I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen.
You don't encourage that.
It's like...
That was a 40-minute story.
It's like somebody...
Youthful porpoise?
Youthful porpoise.
Yes.
Not porpoise.
I don't know. Good God.
I know. That was way out of line.
No, that was way out of... Who are
like
you to
somebody
criticize Oscar Pistorius?
It's like somebody saying, I got to show you something. They take you on a 4-mile hike to show you a dog turd.
You say there's no way we could go back, and that I've broken what we had. Oh, I wish that you would come around. No.
Did you ever hear the joke about the fella that he went to a house in and it was very isolated, and there was a woman there and her mother, and they looked very much alike. Do you ever have occasion to see that, where the mother looks so young it could almost be a sister?
Yeah, for sure.
And so he was with the mother and the daughter, and he went to bed, and he turned off the lights. It was very dark, as it is in summer, as it is in the country, you know. And someone opened the door at night, and he was a little frightened. Who is it? And he heard the voice of, of this woman. He wasn't sure if it was the mother or the daughter. And she came over and she said, "It's so lonely here, you know. There's been no men." And she caressed his arm. And one thing became the inevitable.
They had sex?
Yeah, so we don't have to be coarse about it, but yes. And the next day, as the lady's leaving, it's 4 a.m., and she's like, the light's about to come on. I must leave. And the fellow says, but who are you? I must know. I must know which you are. No, you can't know. And she leaves. And so the next day, the man wakes up, and they're having breakfast. And he looks, you see, from the mother to the daughter, trying to find a signal from them, but gets nothing, you know. And so that night, the same thing occurs. And again, he says, I must know. Who are you? You can't know. I'm going to Melbourne tomorrow. I must know. You can't know. So she goes next day. He talks to them again. And he says, he's still getting nothing from them, you see? So the next night, the same thing happens. And he says, I must know this after she vanishes into the house. He says to her, I'm going to Melbourne tomorrow. Will you go with me? Your caresses are so wonderful. And your lovemaking is non-perial. And he feels the tears run down his chest from the girl. She goes, I can't go. I cannot go. So he still doesn't know if it's the mother or the daughter. And as he's leaving, he shakes the hands of both the mother and the daughter, and he shakes them firmly to try to get some feeling from them, but nothing, still nothing. And so he leaves. And the old man, the driver, drives him to the boat where he is to sail away to Melbourne the next day. And the old man says, you know, why this place is so isolated? No. The man says, why? Well, it's so isolated, you see, because there is another sister that lives there, a leper.
So the leper?
Let's not be coarse. Good God, man, that's not how you tell a joke. That's supposed to happen through your mind. That's supposed to. But yes, a leper.
And you often speak of your native Canada.
Yeah, I love Canada.
You mention it a lot.
Yeah, a couple of people.
3 to be exact.
Yeah, they like it.
That's important. Where are you from? Are you from a big city? Where are you from?
I'm from a little town. It's called Monkland, and it's only 108 people.
108. That's
yeah,
small.
It's country. You know, it's really rural. And but man, I'll tell you, there's lots of funny stories from there.
Well, I'm sorry we don't have time. Thank you very much for coming, Norm. It was good having you here. It was Norm MacDonald. Good night, everybody.
Because farm
Really,
people, you
there
know.
are funny stories from this town.
Yeah, because farm people, they all seem to be, you know, there always seems to be a funny story. I remember one time.
There better be, Norm.
There was a guy, man, he lived down the road. His name was John Neil Mergerison. And this guy, I went to him once. I've been away for a couple of years, you know. I moved to the city, you know, and I came back. And I said, John Neil, how you doing? You know, I went to his what do you got, farm? And
yeah, that thing, yeah.
So he's showing me his pigs. He had a bunch of pigs there, you know. He had a bunch of pigs, a bunch of them, and one of the pigs had a wooden leg, you know.
What?
Oh yeah, a wooden leg. So I thought that was odd, you know. So I says to him, I says, John Neil, that's odd. There, what's that pig? What's the story with that pig? So John Neil, he goes, oh man, Norm, he says, that's a special pig. He goes, you wouldn't believe that pig. I go, yeah, what, tell me about it. He goes, that pig, you wouldn't believe it. He says, last winter, you know, he goes, the house burned down. You know, you probably heard, the house burned down. And he says, me and the wife, we were sleeping in our bed. And he says, we never would have heard. We never would have heard. We never would have woken up. But he goes, that pig, he broke out of his pen. He ran all the way to the house. And he went up to the bedroom window, you know. And he says he starts hitting his little snout on a window, you know. And he says, me and the wife, we woke up. And we got out, man, just in time. We escaped that inferno. He didn't use the word inferno. He's just a farmer.
But you threw that in there.
Yeah, he says we escaped that conflagration, you know. So I go, man, that's quite a story about the pig. He goes, oh man, it doesn't stop there. I go, really? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, just later after that, like the following summer, me and the wife were plowing a North 40, and our little boy, only 2 years old, man, fell into the well, and all alone, you know, and we no way we could do anything. We were plowing, and he says we didn't hear, you know, and he says, man, and we're getting older. We're probably not going to have another kid, you know. That kid means everything to us. I go, I know, John Neil, I know that. You don't have to tell me that. So I said, what happens? He goes, that very same pig. He says, he heard the child's wailing plaintive cry. He didn't say plaintiff, you know, he's a farmer. But he says he heard the child. He broke out of his pen. He ran all the way to the well. He looked down. There was the poor son of ours there, Billy, you know, down at the bottom of the well. He says the pig, he took his snout there. He started pulling up on a rope. And the kid got right out, you know, man, that's great, isn't it? And I go, man, that's the greatest story I ever heard. Man, oh, what a pig. I said, what a pig that is. I said, one question though, John Neil. I said, he got a wooden leg. I don't understand that part. Pig got a wooden leg over there. John Neil goes, man, he goes, what are you crazy? He says, a great pig like that, you can't eat him all at once. You know, he says,
Mr. Abraham Lincoln, everybody.
Yeah,
All right. I can never forgive you. All right, well, let's mention this. Saturday Night Live this week's with Phil Hartman.
Yeah, it's going to be
Gin
exciting.
Blossom's on that show. That's a great show.
I don't know who they are, but Phil Hartman is great.
Norm MacDonald, everybody. Richard E. Grant, Gold Dust are coming up. We'll be right back. I'm sitting with Norm MacDonald, and now not all your material comes from the news. Is that right? You know.
No, some of my material comes. My strongest material comes from real life.
Real life?
Like, for instance, today I was driving in a car. You were kind enough to bring a car to bring this old chunk of coal here to the studio.
We send cars for our guests. Yes.
Yeah, so I got in it, and I get material that way. So my driver.
What do you mean? How do you get material that way? You get in the car, and what happens?
My driver tells me a joke.
The driver we sent to pick you up told you a joke.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell it now on the show.
Yeah, that's how I get a lot of my material.
Okay. Why don't we just have him on next time?
That guy. That guy. No, wait till you hear me do it. So the guy, he goes, I say, I'll be the guy.
Okay.
A moth goes into a podiatrist's office.
A moth goes into a podiatrist's office. Right.
You are correct. A moth goes into a podiatrist's office, and the podiatrist's office says, "What's the problem?" And the moth says, "What's the problem? Where do I begin, man?" He goes, "I go to work for Gregory Olinovich, and all day long I work." Honestly, Doc, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't even know if Gregory Olinovich knows. He only knows that he has power over me, and that seems to bring him happiness. But I don't know. I wake up in a malaise, and I walk here and there. And the podiatrist says, "Oh, yeah?" And the moth goes, "Yes." And he goes, "At night, I sometimes wake up, and I turn to some old lady in my bed that's on my arm. A lady that I once loved, Doc. I don't know where to turn to. My youngest, Alexandria. She fell in the cold of last year. The cold took her down, as it did many of us. And my other boy, and this is the hardest pill to swallow, Doc. My other boy, Gregorio Ivanilidovich. I no longer love him. As much as it pains me to say, when I look in his eyes, all I see is the same cowardice that I catch when I take a glimpse of my own face in the mirror. If only the cowardice was stronger, then perhaps I could bring myself to reach over to that cocked and loaded gun that lays on the bedside behind me. And end this hellish facade once and for all.
How long a drive was this? Do you live in the valley? Where do you live? Please, sorry.
He says, "Doc, sometimes I feel like a spider, even though I'm a moth, just barely hanging on to my web with an everlasting fire underneath me. I'm not feeling good." And so the doctor says, "Moth, man, you're troubled. But you should be seeing a psychiatrist. Why on earth did you come here?" And then the moth said, "Because the light was on."
My congratulations to anyone who stuck it through to the end. So Norm.
What?
We're pretty much out of time. No.
Well, listen, it's over.
What's that? Do it. We have. I understand you've been pitching television shows.
Did you ever? What about these comedians that have some goddamn horrible affliction, and then come up and talk to you? You ever have that happen to you?
On stage or in life?
No, off stage. So some multiple sclerosis or muscular dystrophy, something like that.
Yeah.
And then they roll over to you and makes you feel
not easy,
uncomfortable, and it hurts timing.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a thing, huh? But when you get a guy close to you like that.
Yeah. I don't excel in those type situations.
No.
And I feel very bad about myself.
Sure.
Maybe more than any other time.
That's
is when I'm dealing with someone with an affliction, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed. If you're walking down the sidewalk and there's somebody coming the other way in a wheelchair,
yeah.
Do you have a look, or do you oh no, I'm going to act normal? I'm sure he wants me to act normal. What do you do?
Well, I look at the guy and I hope to God my face isn't making all kinds of twitches.
I like to hedge my bets. I don't want to ignore him, so I'll look at him, but I'll like scowl or something.
Really?
Oh,
it's the same joke.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Can't do the same joke twice. Yeah, that's a comedy rule right there. Just shattered.
Like I saw a one-woman show once by a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And,
just one?
Yeah, only one. And she was like, well, my mother had breast cancer, and now I have breast cancer. And I'm like, well, it's everybody. Like, they think it's so special when everyone gets cancer and dies. Like that's
not great. What if we just ended the podcast?
But it's almost like the height of narcissism to think that you're going to you're going to be so brave as to talk about it in person,
right?
Whereas all you're doing is just garnering sympathy for yourself.
Well, I guess that's true.
How's that brave? It seems cowardly to me. It seems much braver to me. Like, I remember Richard Farnsworth was an old character actor, and he did a David Lynch movie called The Straight Story, and riddled with cancer, his last movie, and very frail. And it's this fantastic movie if you ever get a chance to see it. It's not a style, because I'm not really that big a fan of what's his name?
David Lynch?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of it. I don't understand weird stuff. I'm like, huh? What? But this one is a straight ahead story. You think. I call it like a hard G. It's G rated.
Okay. It's hard G.
I call it hard G. Because the second time I watched it, I'm like, whoa, I understand it all of a sudden. Well, you got to see this movie.
Okay.
And if you watch it closely, there's like hellish things going on underneath the surface of what looks like a quaint story. It's based on a guy who, in actual real life, drove his riding lawnmower across the state to visit his brother who was dying. So anyways, the point of it is that Richard Farnsworth was nominated for an Academy Award for the movie. And if he had said he was filled with cancer, he would have won for sure.
Sure.
But instead, he didn't say it. And in fact, no one knew it. His family didn't know it. He kept it from everyone. And then he was a stuntman before he was an actor. He did what they call a stuntman's death, which is you put a shotgun in your mouth and with your toe you pull the trigger and blow your head off.
Oh my God.
And so that to me is courageous. Like you're not being a burden to your family. They know nothing about it. And then you're gone.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
And then toe in the shotgun.
Yeah. And they write him. He wrote a nice letter to everybody, in the family, and said that he didn't want to. The reason he did it is he didn't want to cause people distress. So I thought, wow, how incredible! Like how many
to just go through it alone.
Yeah.
So you don't think
you go through it alone?
You don't think you would write confessional? Like, do you? You didn't talk about any of the gambling stuff in your stand-up, did you? Was that
stand-up? No, never. I never talked about me, really. You know, I talked about universal me. You know what I mean?
Right.
That I was afraid of death, or that, you know, that kind of thing, which is this was something that everybody is afraid of, you know, and so things like that. That it was me, but it was everybody.
Sure.
I wasn't pretending that it was a specific.
Right.
Ailment that I had, and if I had a specific ailment, and possibly I do, you don't know.
I don't know.
But I would not talk about it. I would not. I hope that I would not discuss it, and just try to benefit monetarily.
Is it really my fault? 'Cause you try to hit me with your pity till I can't trust, but I still push on. Got me changing my ways, trying to fit poison my.
I also loved that I found out that he died after he died. Because to me, show business, we're here for you. You're not here for us. Now, I'm not judging anybody, but there are people who, you know, whatever they're going through, they share it with the audience. Sometimes the audience loves that. I've never been in that camp. I'm not here to burden you. I'm here to lighten your burden. So the fact that Norm, I didn't know about this, nobody knew about this. Good one, Norm.
Hey, how about this? The Dalai Lama said that killing in the name of religion is unthinkable. Hey, thanks, Dalai Lama. I'm sure everybody will fucking listen to you. No one listens to the Dalai Lama.
No one. He doesn't have a wide
like the head of another church is going to listen to the Dalai Lama. Oh, whatever. Everybody's good. I remember one time there was a news story that the Queen of England had to take a pay cut. And by God, my grandmother, what'll Lizzie do? You know? What explains that? What explains that?
Well, I suppose a royal has been designated as God's anointed representative on earth, much the same as a pope. So you place their well-being and their safety and their significance above your own. I mean, in a way, it's a useful metaphor, isn't it? Because otherwise you're taking your own life seriously, your own frailties, your own flaws, getting stuck in traffic and irritated. If you can just focus on the majesty of the Queen, the splendour, the pageantry, rolling down a red carpet and whatnot, it makes you feel like, oh, at least that's all okay. So the idea of that being attacked is almost like God's potency has somehow been diminished.
And what do you make of the people that are in this position, the Pope or the Queen or the Dalai Lama? Do they believe it?
Well, I met that
Or are they willing to go along with
I
it?
like him.
The Dalai Lama?
I'm around with, but I met that Dalai Lama. Now, I think for all people in positions of authority and power, the true power is to serve. True authority is to serve. True leadership is to serve. So people that are in positions of privilege and then don't serve, I think that's corruption. So me, I'm not really down with the Pope or the Queen or any of them. Dalai Lama.
But the Dalai Lama was born the Dalai Lama, right?
Yes, he was. Because
Explain to the folks at home how he was chosen.
What happens is, if you, like the Dalai Lama, one dies, you've got a Dalai Lama, he dies, you've broken one, now you've got to get another one. So the most prominent monks of the Tibetan Buddhist community all come together, meditate by a sacred lake and do some ritualistic burnings, and they are led by smoke and by dreams to where the new Dalai Lama will reincarnate. They go to the village and they talk to all the boys that have been born that are aged between 0 and 2. They take with them artifacts that belonged to the previous Dalai Lama. In the case of the current Dalai Lama, they took a walking stick and I think some kind of shirt or something, and apparently the new Dalai Lama Plus, this time it's personal, see that walking stick and say, I'll have that. Like, it was on it like a bonnet. Bang, give us that, that's mine. Like, and they went, oh, here he is, Dalai Lama's back. So then they take him off, they inculcate him in the ways of Buddhism and that. And
Now, yet, if I said that in a child abduction hearing... So did the Dalai Lama have something about him that was otherworldly or supernatural?
he had an ethereal glow, I'll tell you that much, Norm. He was glowing right at me. So, like, when I met him, I thought, yeah, you could tell. He sort of, as soon as I see him...
glow a little.
Well, that's because I'm working on my messianic undercurrent.
Guy that likes games. Here's
Yeah,
here's a game that I thought of today. It's called Talk Your Way Out of It. I'm going to give you a situation that you're stuck in, and you're going to need to talk your way out of it somehow.
Okay.
You meet a beautiful woman. She wants to have sex with you, but she wants you to wear an afro wig. And while you're having sex with her, she's screaming racist shit at you. And then her neighbor opens the door and comes in. He's a black guy, and he's got a baseball bat.
All right, so I agree to do it.
Oh yeah,
Is that
you
what
want to
you're
have
saying?
sex with her,
So I'm doing it.
You're willing to wear the black African wig,
So
and
I'm-
she's screaming horrible racist stuff. The guy walks in. He's black, and he's got a baseball bat. He's
But
very
wait,
angry.
He walks in coito, like while we're doing it.
Yeah, her door wasn't fully locked, and the yelling was so loud. He could hear you guys from next apartment. He could
yeah.
hear her yelling the N-word and
I see.
you know, fuck me. And
I got you.
And so
And
he
how
was-
do I talk? You want me to
now
talk my
you
way out of
gotta
it?
you gotta talk to the black gentleman who's got the
Okay.
baseball bat and talk your way out of this situation.
Okay. Hey, bro, let's kill this honky bitch.
So you just commit to black. You just go.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
come on, man, you and me, jive turkey. When I did my first comedy festival thing, that Montreal thing.
What year was that?
Fuck, I don't know.
Like 87?
Yeah, I don't know dates.
Yeah.
But it was around there. And
How long had you been doing comedy at that point?
6 months.
Really?
Yeah, but it was Canada, so we got a home
So that was like
court thing.
in American years, that's 4 years?
No, I'm saying because the Montreal Comedy Festival was in Canada, we
Right.
had a quota
Yeah.
to fill. You know,
Oh, right,
I would never have gotten on it if I was in the States. But so I got my 5 minutes, just wrote. That's the way I used to do comedy. I'd memorize every fucking word. And so I had it all figured out and shit, right? And so then I go there, I meet Sinbad, right? So I didn't know who Sinbad was. And he goes, he's completely relaxed. I'm all
He's wearing
thinking about my
some sort of one-piece outfit.
He did. He did. His hair matched his shirt.
Yeah.
And they were both orange.
Yeah.
So then he said, he was just so relaxed, and he said, hey, let's go. I got to get some socks. So we go to this fucking store, right? When we first go into the store, there's
Yeah.
no one there. It's a
Yeah.
small store. So there's no one there. The lady's in the back.
Yeah.
So the lady takes a minute to come out.
Yeah.
And he's like, where's that lady? You know, there's nobody here, you know? And I'm like, yeah. And so he comes out, he gets his fucking socks. Nothing happens, right? So then that night at the gala, I do my carefully constructed material.
Yeah.
Sinbad comes out. He goes, what the fuck is going on? No, he doesn't swear. He goes,
Yeah.
what's going on with these stores with socks? I'm like, holy shit. And then he's like, you go in the store and there's no one there. And then people are agreeing with him. I'm like, what? It didn't make none of it made any sense except that he destroyed and I didn't. That's when I realized that I was missing a whole bunch of stuff because I guess at first you think you're good and stuff like that.
No, you are good, and I think that the fact is, really, if you were to look at it in another way, that if people are able to do an impersonation of you, that means you have a defined style. Whereas, like, I guarantee you there's not a lot of people that can do Sinbad, though you did just do a pretty good one.
I was trying to do it as unracist as possible.
I've been searching for what's missing, but the answer.
One time on Def Comedy Jam, the guy goes, you got the do-rag? He goes, you know, I fucking my woman, you know, and I don't want to answer the phone. Oh shit, it could be a job, and you know, and then you know, after you take the do-rag, you wipe off your dick with the do-rag, and I'm like, no, I don't do that. But everyone in the audience is like, yeah, we all do that. We all wipe our dicks off.
I'm excited. Hey, it's. So much. Have a seat, Norm.
Wow.
You've been so nice of you to stop by, and you.
Well, I want to drop by, show my respects, you know.
Well, you know, for you to bring a basket commemorating sort of the tough situation I'm in is really nice.
Yeah. Well, that's not what that is.
Well, what is this basket for?
Oh, this is an older basket. I procrastinate, as you know. And this is a basket I got you back in June.
Wait a minute. Norm, you've had this basket since June?
Yeah.
I've seen you. You've been on the show like 3 times. Why didn't you ever give me the basket?
I keep forgetting it. But I wanted you to know I bought it. It was $60, and I wouldn't open it. I think it would smell. Well, there's a card also.
Yeah, I see that. It says congrats on it. That's terrific.
Oh, I don't know if can I read it?
Yeah, why not?
Congratulations, Conan, on finally securing your place as permanent host of The Tonight Show. That's something they can never take away from you. It is perhaps the shrewdest programming decision ever made by the NBC Brain Trust. Sure, the pressure is on, but if I know you, Conan O'Brien, miserable failure is not an option. You are the new king of late night.
Thank you.
Long live the king.
I've been searching for what's missing, but the answer.
It's stunning how Jay Leno outfoxed you again.
Yeah, he's good.
I know. You think, like, everybody's like, oh, I'm Jay Leno. They do the voice and everything. Meanwhile, he's the shrewdest guy. He outfoxed. You're in good company. He outfoxed Johnny Carson. David Letterman. Every 10 years, some redheaded rube shows up. So that's the phone call you got.
Yeah.
Your agent's like, there's good news and bad news. You are doing The Tonight Show. It's true. Mm-hmm. But remember that discussion where you said, I'll never have to follow Leno again?
Yeah.
Which brings us to two notable comedians and two friends of Gilbert's. And Gilbert, you might have to do the driving on this one. Let's start with the late, great Norm.
Yeah, I remember doing Norm's podcast. And, you know, as always, it turned with any of my comic friends who would turn like deranged. Mm-hmm. And he was very funny with that. He'd always talk with like a sneer, you know. It's like, and I remember right after I put that photo up a few times. It's one of my favorite photos. Afterwards, after doing Norm's show, Norm and I joined Jeff Ross and, of course, Bob Saget.
Yeah.
And I remember that being a night of just nonstop laughs.
You could tell even from the still photo
Yeah.
that you guys were ripping it up.
Yeah, it was just so much fun.
Truly original, truly original. I never met him. You know, it's funny. I'm in comedy a long time, and I know a million comedians, and I've gotten to work with a million comedians, and for some reason our paths never crossed. And we wanted to get him on this show, Gil, as you know.
Yes.
And he was Norm. So he was strangely strangely hard to pin down, or non-committal, or could do it and then couldn't do it, and.
I don't really know. You know, I know I'm working.
One of the truly great comic minds, though, and that his last appearance on Letterman, where he got so emotional, you know, and in ways it sounds corny. I felt I knew him through his work, and obviously a lot of mutual friends. That Letterman appearance, really.
Gil, your appearance on his podcast, that
that whole podcast was so good
It was
and so funny.
Yeah, let's not diminish that, Gilbert. It made history, your appearance, and also the Einstein episode.
Yeah.
With Norm.
Yeah, I remember when I was on Norm's podcast afterwards, I just felt like I ran a marathon. It was just got crazier and crazier.
Netflix owns that show now, and they're not available to the public, unfortunately, and they're sitting on them. Hopefully, one day it would be great if that podcast was re-released, because
there's that Bob Einstein episode is also legend.
Yep.
You know, what can you say about the guy? I mean, a really rare, truly original comic voice.
Oh, it just really
and I love
such
Kurt
a
Ferguson
loss.
more than life itself.
He, by the way, Norm's book, based on a true story, not a memoir, which is so funny. The audio book, he narrates it. So if if you miss Norm and you've never heard him reading his book, it's brilliant.
Now I got to get it. Yeah, I regret never meeting the man. And Gilbert,
Same.
I'm glad you had such wonderful times with him.
Yes, he was a lot of fun.
It's a big loss. It's a loss for this
just like
podcast
a total smartass.
Yeah, I wish our paths had crossed. So let's move on to Bob, last but not least, which was a blow and not expected. And I will say that I had just reached out to Bob. We just recorded our 400th episode a couple of days ago, Gilbert and I reached out to Bob and I said, will you come and do this with us? And he said, I think I'm on a plane that night. And we were going back and forth and trying to arrange something. And then I sent him the link, which has been shared online. I sent him the link to Don Rickles' estate auction. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
They
I bid on a couple things.
You bid on a couple of things?
And I got none of them.
Bob's face was on a couple of items that, like there was pictures of them together and a poster or something. And I said, hey, you might want to bid on some of these things. And he wrote me back and he said, this just makes me sad, actually. And he said, but life goes on. And I had said to my wife, I have to call Bob. I have to text Bob. We moved the date of the 400th episode. And I got a phone call from my sister-in-law probably 20 minutes later telling me she just heard that he was gone. It was very shocking and still is.
I had just spoken to Bob like a few days before he died. And we were on the phone, and as always, the minute anything turned at all sincere or serious, we turn it to just complete filth and make it perverse, and it was always fun. And it was like, I always remember, like, when the Aristocrats came out, people were saying, can you believe Bob Saget talks like that? And to people who knew him, they say, we couldn't believe he could speak any other way.
It wasn't Danny Tanner.
No.
I didn't know him that well. I certainly didn't know him as well as Gilbert, but but that was part of him. But there was such a gentleness to the guy.
Yes.
Too. I mean, his humor was so edgy and so dark and so it could be so scatological, as you'll hear because we're rerunning the second episode that we did with him. But he didn't want to injure. He didn't want to hurt anybody. He was very, very, very sensitive guy. Did he always tell you that he loved you before he hung up the phone, Gilbert?
Yes.
As Dara shared with me, there was a real kindness to him that you couldn't miss.
And I remember I got a call from Jeff Ross who said, oh, sad news, Bob Saget died. And I swear, I thought, oh, this is going to be a funny, sick joke. And I said, oh, okay. And I was waiting for the punchline. And then he said, no, seriously, he died. And I still have a hard time grasping that.
It's a gut punch. It really is. Gilbert went. You made the rounds. You went on CNN. You went on television. You said some lovely things about him. But 65. I mean, it's too young. It's too big a loss for.
And it seemed like he was another one starting out again. Like he did a live show.
Yeah.
And he was really excited to be getting back to live performing. And
going back to the second podcast with him, and he started that podcast, Bob Saget's Here For You. And it did seem like he was entering another phase of his career and another phase of his life. It seemed like he was more wistful and trying more to be of service. I mean, that's why he was pleasant to be around. There really was no show business at all to the guy.
Yeah.
And he struck me, again, didn't know him well, but he struck me as also having a sadness about him. Do you think that, Gil, did you feel that?
Yeah.
A depth and a sadness about him.
And he also, he had two sisters who died.
Yeah, that's right.
One from scleroderma, which was a charity he did loads of work for.
Yes, to his credit.
And see, there's another thing that shows that what I've always said about comedy and tragedy. He made, I remember being with him a few times where he made jokes about his sister. Really deranged stuff. But then you see, he loved his sister.
Of course.
And his family was totally traumatized by it. But he could just be completely sick. I think if you could communicate with the dead and get in touch with Bob Saget, he would make completely bad taste jokes about his own death. He was that kind. He would just really
staying true to his art to the end.
Yes.
To the bitter end. It's a big loss for us personally, for Gilbert and Jeff and Stamos and obviously a lot of his friends and fans.
And I put up a photo too. I was on the beach with Jeff, and we're holding up a phone, and on the phone is Bob Saget, because we're sitting on the beach and said, "Hey, let's call Bob."
I saw the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not much else we can add. Rest in peace, Bob.
You look for jokes that have the same setup as the punchline. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I said the perfect joke would be if the punchline and the setup were almost identical.
Yeah.
Julia Roberts told reporters this week that her marriage to Lyle Lovett has been over for some time. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Julia Roberts and that she was married to Lyle Lovett. Christy Brinkley told reporters this week that her marriage to Billy Joel was over long before their divorce. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Christy Brinkley and that she was married to Billy Joel. According to an obscure 14th century law, British Army Captain James Hewitt could be hanged for having an affair with Princess Diana. The punishment for having sex with Princess Diana is death. The punishment for having sex with Princess Anne is having sex with Princess Anne. A new development in the O.J. Simpson civil trial this week. According to sworn testimony, Nicole Brown Simpson had told her therapist that she was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson. Asked why he didn't report this earlier, the therapist said, "I was afraid of getting beaten by O.J. Simpson." Our top story tonight comes from the O.J. Simpson civil trial, where this week it was revealed that in his first interview with police, Simpson had refused to take a lie detector test. His reason? It detects lies.
When I was a kid, my dad would tell me that this man was a gold medal decathlete. Why, the greatest athlete in the world. And now I have to tell my kid that this man is a man.
A Labor Department task force says it will crack down on sweatshops in New York's Chinatown, where employees work 90-hour weeks for as little as 75 cents an hour. A spokesman for the sweatshop owner said, quote, "That's all we can afford to pay. This is a sweatshop. We make sweat." 18-year-old Julie Wozchak will be going to Paris after winning an essay contest sponsored by the Dayton Daily News. She won for her essay, which was entitled, "Why I Want to Go to Paris with Some Old Guy from the Daily Dayton News." Dayton Daily News. Like that would have helped. Okay. A 3-year-old Texas boy remains in fair condition after being assaulted by the family's pet cougar. No one knows why the attack occurred, but hey, how about because their pet is a cougar? How about... Rap star Hammer is suing the Los Angeles Police Department after he and his entourage were mistakenly handcuffed by police. The most shocking part of this story, Hammer has an entourage. Painting that depicts a large rat sucking at the breast of the Blessed Virgin Mary was removed from a high school art display due to complaints by local residents. The artist blamed the complaints on a lack of art education, while I blame the complaints on the fact that it was a painting of a large rat sucking the breast of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
This guy died, Jerry Rubin, and he was a yippie.
Yes.
Not a hippie, but a yippie. I remember my dad going, who is that, a goddamn hippie or a yippie? You know?
Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. Oh, I'm sorry, that should read, Yippee Jerry Rubin died last week. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. My mistake completely. Just, I didn't read it right.
Wanna get da 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 and get this fix. Come just da 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 da. Just touch my lips.
But you know, look, I know it's wrong to objectify women. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But in our sexual fantasies, I think we do, as men, objectify women, don't we? Like I always think of Adele, like down on her hands and knees with an apple in her mouth.
So, but that's better?
Better than what?
That's objectifying her.
Yes, I'm saying I think we do that as men.
Okay.
We objectify women, don't we?
Yeah.
What? Don't we? This Lindsay Lohan can't swim a stroke, but she sure knows every dive in town.
That one I liked. That was my favorite. I'm keeping this.
That is a favorite? Did you write this?
I didn't write that one. No,
Read that one. The guy who did the voice of Charlie Brown, he was arrested for stalking his girlfriend this week. He also said the next time Lucy grabs away the football, he's going to cut that bitch. A Swedish Bond girl, Britt Eklund, told Piers Morgan this week that she was seduced by Warren Beatty after the legendary Lothario took her to an X-rated movie for their first date. This is what I have to say about that. Hey, Warren, stop stealing my moves.
That's my favorite this week.
Tomorrow is National Secretary's Day.
Which is true.
Is that right? I plan on getting my secretary the same thing I always do. A big fat goosing.
Remember the good old days back when MILF stood for mentally ill ladies I'd like to fuck? That's not right.
But I
Well, listen to this. Catherine Zeta-Jones admitted she is bipolar. Half the time, she's deliriously happy, and the other time, she has to suck an old man's cock. That's dirty. Come on, man. Let's be...
I like hotels. They make your bed, make your dinner, send housekeepers up to watch you masturbate. It's a dream.
Come on, man.
Miss Nevada is the new Miss USA.
I now must apologize to Miss Delaware. I actually have nothing to do with the final decision, but I will treasure our evening together forever.
A study has found that men are just as likely as women to spread gossip. At least that's what I heard Rick tell Brad, who, by the way, has a crush on Patty.
Oh, does she?
Listen, a new study finds that men are more likely to blame stress from work as a contributor to their poor mental health, while women are more likely to jabber on about something or other. You know, I'm happy to help out a friend, but the next time my roommate asks for help put in sunscreen, he better be talking about his back. Fool me once. The Statue of Liberty is setting a bad example for young women. When times get tough, you just can't stand motionless for centuries holding a torch. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot, but my left big toe is a neo-Nazi. Even worse, my big right toe believes that there should be a gender pay gap. Gender pay gap.
The twins' Joe Mauer has gone on the disabled list due to leg weakness. What is the cause of leg weakness? For the answer, let us go to sports show medical correspondent, the late Burgess Meredith.
Women weaken legs.
Just as I suspected. Thank you, late Burgess Meredith. The sister of San Francisco Giant catcher Buster Posey, Samantha, hit for a home run cycle, which consists of a solo, a 2-run, a 3-run homer, and a grand slam home run. This leads some to say that she might be better than her brother. Her brother, who doesn't get to hit against girls tossing a giant ball underhanded. Former Philadelphia Philly and suspected embezzler Lenny Dykstra hired a cleaning lady via Craigslist, but when the woman arrived at his home, Dykstra allegedly stripped naked and demanded that she give him a massage. I've got one thing to say to Lenny Dykstra. Hey, quit stealing my moves. Washington Redskins lineman Albert Hainsworth was arrested on sexual abuse charges this past week after being accused of sliding a credit card through a woman's cleavage. Is it just me? Or is everyone stealing my moves? Well, a Boston Red Sox sideline reporter recently did a story on food at ballparks. One thing she tried was a chicken and waffle sandwich, which she nearly choked on. Now, there's a video of this piece, but my staff has not had any luck finding it. So that means it is time to turn to the sports show computer. All right, excellent. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to start out by searching woman gagging. Oh, 1 million results. How about that? Okay, let's see. Oh, well, my lord. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. This is filthy. Okay, I can see I'm going to have to be a little more specific. Let me try woman gagging on meat. Well, there's 7 million results here. Whoa, holy Lord! There's all kinds of pictures coming up. None of these are right. Oh, people should not be doing this. How do I turn this thing off? Delete history. Wait, they're offering me a 3% mortgage. Okay, I deleted it, so that's off my computer forever?
Empty the cache.
Empty the what? I feel filthy just touching my dirty computer.
And the #1 book is The Rules. You know about this book?
I've heard stuff about it. Tell us about it.
It's The Rules. It's how to capture a man's heart. And it's for women. And it says all these rules that you have to follow, and you will capture a man's heart. And the rule #1, have huge breasts. Yeah, that guy likes it. Yeah. Because apparently men love women with huge breasts.
They do. They like that.
That's what they say. Not this character over here, Andy.
Oh, me?
Who do you think is attractive? I like Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh,
come on.
You're
You don't like her?
Come on.
You don't like Anna Nicole Smith?
Come on, she's gotten heavy.
He's putting me on.
No, I'm not.
I
I saw a picture of her recently where she was really, really fat, where she didn't look good.
Right, but you're talking about years ago when she was thin. Oh, okay.
Not that long ago. Yeah, a couple of years ago.
So you like big breasts?
Yeah, I like big breasts.
Does your wife have big breasts?
She has normal size.
What,
breasts.
C cups?
I don't know. I hear you talking about those. I don't follow those.
You're in bad shape. Do you like Sally Struthers too?
Oh, I did.
You
yeah.
did, right? Yeah, that's your type.
Oh my
like
God,
blonde
I
and
love
buxom.
Sally Struthers.
Not anymore though.
What?
Well, you don't like her anymore.
No, I don't like her with the flies around her.
It's kind of a turn off.
Newlyweds Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson had their first argument this week. He wants kids, while she wants fake kids.
This week, Rampage Jackson talked to a reporter before UFC 130.
Black girls love me too, man. I get hit on by black girls all the time. I be like, oh, I be showing my nipple. I be doing my nipple dance. Black girls love me, man.
Wait, what? You do your nipple dance? I wonder what other techniques Rampage uses to woo the fairer sex.
Are you black?
Part, yeah.
I love all parts of you, even the black part. What other part are you?
I'm Jamaican, black and white.
She's just making me horny.
Wait, what? That line never works for me. I guess it worked for him. I don't know.
She's hot, ain't she? That's why I gave her the interview. She's hot.
Thank you, Rampage.
I want a motorboat right now.
Wait, what? That seems impossible. What? I don't know what to say about this. What do you think, Sad Bill Cosby? You don't care for that at all, Sad Bill Cosby? No. Atlanta Braves pitching coach Roger McDowell is accused of simulating sex with a baseball bat in front of children at a Braves-Giants game. The parents of the children hired attorney Gloria Allred, who held this press conference.
We'll also be doing a little demonstration of exactly what the coach did.
Wait, what? Wait. A demonstration? That's not a good idea. Aren't those the same girls? I'm no psychiatrist, but I have a feeling that this will remind these little girls of 2 days ago when that guy did it. Don't make them watch it again, Gloria Allred, please. I'm panicking for nothing. She's a lawyer. Of course she knows what she's doing. She'll figure out.
I think Justin and I can demonstrate what was done with the baseball bat. Okay, so Justin, you want to come forward here? And you want to put your fingers up the way he had them. Okay, so then it was like that, just going like that. Is that
right? Wait, what? Wait. What? How long does she keep bat sexing that guy's hand? That's... Oh, wait, what? No. Is this for the people who missed it the first time? Oh, please. Look, I didn't go to law school, but I don't believe lawyers do this. Don't we have something with Gloria just talking?
The coach then allegedly said, "Are you three giving it to each other up the," and he used the word for, crude word for rear end.
Wait, what, rear end? Now Gloria's getting all demure. Rear end, not like earlier when she was, no, don't show it again. All right, enough, no more, wait, what, that's over with. If I've learned one thing this week, it's to be a lot more careful who I bat my hand in front of.
Senator Bob Packwood said this week he favors reduced federal deficit over a tax cut. Then he added that in case anyone was curious, He prefers nice legs over large breasts. The much talked about film Showgirls opened this week, and here's my review. Basically a high-budget porno film, Showgirls is a thinly veiled excuse to show lots of naked buttocks, legs, and breasts. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10. Well, Premiere Magazine's list of the 100 most powerful people in Hollywood hit the newsstands this month. In an odd bit of ranking, Demi Moore was ranked number 28, while her breasts were ranked 20 and 21. So, in an interview out this week, Demi Moore says she would like to have another baby, this time a boy, to go along with her 3 daughters and 2 huge breasts. Demi Moore is wrapped filming on G.I. Jane, in which she plays a Navy SEAL combat officer. Moore says that in contrast to other Hollywood portrayals of women in the military, her character will have giant breasts. Actor Bruce Willis is filming his next movie, The Broadway Brawler, in Wilmington, Delaware. Meanwhile, his wife, Demi Moore, is taking a break from movie work, saying she wants to spend more time with her huge breasts.